Well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing. You fake news. People say that he wasn't guilty of anything. He served 4 months in jail, and they say that he was not guilty of anything.
Presidential pardon just hit crypto at maximum freaking velocity. You guys, Binance's founder, Changpeng, Zhao, was convicted in 2023.
Binance founder CZ sentenced to 4 months in prison on anti-money laundering charges.
I remember in 2023, I thought the market was just going to completely crash, but he has just been pardoned by President Donald Trump. And this is not mercy. It's basically a message. And here's what I think. The market has fully heard it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. But let's first take a look at the market, then we'll break down the news on what's actually happening with CZ here. As we can see on Bitcoin, yesterday, right, from October 23rd to roughly now, we are up roughly 3.66%, and we have now reclaimed the $110,000 plus mark. I do all my trades on BTCC. I will leave the link below because they are still running the 10% deposit bonus. So if you're looking to trade, please use that to your advantage. It's basically free money for you to get started and get used to the systems. But BTC had a good little run starting here, right? And it was crazy because we had this drop of roughly 6% in under about a day, right? But now it's reclaiming back that territory. And as long as we can kind of break above here, we can do one of these little trend lines. As long as we can break above here, we should have the capability to get back up to 113. And if we really zoom out into a bigger time frame, we can kind of see that we could even get back up to 115. And then the next top would be where we see resistance at 122. Because you guys, we're not that far away from like past highs, right? We're only about 13% away. And that's after that huge liquidation discrepancy that occurred. This was the single biggest liquidation day in crypto. So completely understand that, like, that's crazy that occurred, and we're already regaining that. And I think the reason is because news like this keeps coming out. So let's talk about this pardon, right? So let's talk about this pardon, right? So he originally had a guilty plea, and it was about 4 months served, probably the best jail in the world, right? And it was about $4.3 billion in penalties. Now let's talk about the line from what the podium says, right? So this is a politically driven case. That's what Trump is saying. There was no fraud in regards to the case. There was no identifiable victims, and this was an outlier sentence, right? So basically, the translation on the market, this is just a war on crypto, and this narrative is finally over, at least for now, with the Trump administration. Now, one thing to think about, though, on the back channels, there's a Trump-linked crypto venture reportedly tied to Binance's plumbing.
Tonight at the White House, President Trump defended his decision to pardon the founder of Binance, who goes by the nickname CZ, running the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange that also happens to host the Trump family's crypto firm. I asked the president about this decision earlier at the White House today.
You fake news.
Now we got to think, is this a pattern or a coincidence? Either way, this axis of politics plus crypto is no longer hypothetical. It's happening, you guys. So let's talk about what is going to be changing. So one, we know that the Binance is about to re-enter the US market, and that looks very, very viable. Now the policy becomes presidential. It's not purely prosecutorial, right? So critics warn of moral hazards, but price cares about flows first. Now don't forget to like, subscribe, especially if this video is helping you out understand what's going so you never miss any update in this market. But you guys, here's my final take. This isn't just legal housekeeping. It's, in my opinion, a power reset. If the White House is openly pro-crypto like it's being, we're going to have innovation finally be able to accelerate, but that also does bring volatility. So keep that in mind and use stop losses. Right now, the rules of this market now move with these elections. So you need to trade accordingly. Again, I will leave the BTCC link below. Use that to your advantage at a 10% deposit bonus. They have one of the highest leverage capabilities. Now only use it if you've watched the video on my trades channel breaking down how to use leverage, because there is a way to amplify your gains using leverage. And also don't forget to let me know in the comments below which projects are you guys interested in. I'm always curious. And until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and stay ahead. Peace out, guys.